don't know how well it's going to go, but we're going to do it anyway. And I've not even had coffee. So we've got big plans for today. Not just today, I've been working on it all morning. We've got a video coming out tonight to do with plants, because basically we've got a lot of plants here. We've got that's all set up for plants, and we've just got a load more plants to go in with that build just there. But the whole premise of this video is we've got that big enclosure just there that needs to go there. That enclosure and that enclosure are empty, so they need to come out. We've got some storage to go down there, and then the big enclosure to go up there, but we've got to move all of that out of the way and basically put the big enclosure there, which is obviously that big enclosure just there. We've got to put that there now, because when that big enclosure is full of substrate, we ain't going to be able to move it. Quite frankly, that's the case. We ain't going to be able to move it. It's going to be too heavy. So we've got to move Mooshu's current enclosure somewhere. I don't know where. We'll figure that one out as we go. But we've got to try and unwedge it out because it's wedged in at the minute. We've got to clear the top off. We've got to unplug it all, get Mooshu's enclosure out, which is going to be a game in itself because the UV starter and stuff and all the cables are all like that. So we've got to get that out of the way. And we've got to plug it in elsewhere so he still has heat and humidity. And we've got to be careful because the thermostat for this one is also plugged into this one. So we've got to work that one out. We've got this one and the one down the bottom. Hey Scott, thanks for the super chat, mate. Yeah, we've got those two enclosures. They've got to go. And I don't know where they've got to go, but they've got to go out the way. We've got some storage containers to go down the bottom there. That big enclosure to go on top of it. And if it, in theory, it should only come up to about this high. So we still have room on the top for all this. But I don't know whether it's worth keeping one of the 3 foot. Just in case of an emergency sort of thing. We can do extra builds with that. We can use it for, I don't know. This one's got to go because it's absolutely destroyed. But the whole premise of actually going live with you guys is so I can procrastinate. Because I don't really want to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I've got everything. And I can't even imagine it's going to be that entertaining for you guys because I'm going to constantly be having my back turned, doing all this. But you might get to see some embarrassing things, you know, bend over, builder's bump. You never know. But we've got loads of bits and pieces to get done and move stuff out of the way. And I don't really want to. That's so weird. I don't know. The joy with this live stream is I'm going to procrastinate some way, shape or form. And I don't know how. So it's going to be entertaining to see how that actually happens. But I'll tell you this. If you saw my... Hi, Scott. If you saw my video where I done an unboxing video basically, and I got some LED lights when I put them into this enclosure just here, and apparently they were supposed to be 6,500 Kelvin weight, which is basically like a really bright blue white, you know, sort of like that. Can you see a colour difference between them? Yeah, no way is that what it was advertised to be at, and the plants aren't really doing great with it either. But we'll plod on. See, that was a procrastination in itself. Do you remember these, the old McDonald's things? I've got loads of them kicking around and I forgot to get them all. Hey Mark the Spider. Hey, I'm a queen now. I've been promoted. Hold on a second. If I'm the queen, does that mean my queen actually died? There you go. Bit of food for thought there. So this is the thing, right? So I don't know where everything's going to go while I'm moving everything around. That was an entertaining project. I've done a big fruit fly culture that failed, and I've just left it. So that could go somewhere. And I can make a naturalistic UK terrarium with that. I'm going to have to wait till next year because the ferns are all dying down at the minute. But this is the case of, I'm dreading getting these enclosures out. Imagine how dirty it's going to be behind the back of them. Oh, fun. I've got a plate there from when I was putting a plant in it. And that's a spare morning gecko enclosure, just in case I needed it. Which, at the minute, I don't. So it can go there. That can go up there. I've started to get some plants for the big enclosure as well. I've got a video coming out tonight. Regarding plants, where I buy them from and all that sort of stuff. Where I buy them from, how I prepare them, just that sort of general bits and bobs. So it's not really a massively great video, but it is what it is. Right, in this enclosure, let's have a look, see if we can find the little dudes. I can't find them. Either way, that enclosure, we've got 3 baby morning geckos. and they're always hiding, so I never actually see them. So I'll drop that one just there for now. I found Wish the other day. If you don't already know, I've got a baby morning gecko in the morning gecko communal just down there. It's called Death Wish, solely because he keeps starting fights. He's a bit of a dick, and he keeps starting fights with some of the adults, and one of the adults nipped his tail off. He'll regrow back eventually, but I call him Death Wish because he is just, every time I open the door he tries to escape out. He's a bit of a dick. So he's called Death Wish because that's what he has. He has a Death Wish. He was called Death Wish because we've got this one up here which is called Wish. This one was the Chinese house gecko that came to the UK in a shipment of mangoes by mistake in a mantis den enclosure. And do you know what? It's another one where I hardly ever actually see. Here somewhere, but where exactly, I have no idea. So we're going to get that off and put that somewhere safe. Where is somewhere safe in this reptile room at the minute? That's the big question. Actually, I'll put him in the living room, out of the way. Or in the, no, you can go to the bedroom, it's warmer in there. Sorry, Wish, you're going to have to go in here, mate. Da-da-da. You see what I mean by it? This video is going to be a lot of moving around. I won't be here, I won't be there. Let's have a look. Claw 737, that's a cool name. Is that a plane? 737. Oh, right, so I've got some lights and some bits and bobs up here. Reptile systems. They can come off because I've got to move all that. But again, where the bloody hell can I put all this stuff? This is what happens over time. You just collect stuff. This is another one of those opportunities where I get to do a lot of cleaning as well. Before I move the Tilitli cattle albupilosum, that's actually a brachypalma albupilosum that got changed because somebody couldn't spell the word brachypalma, so now it's called a Tilitli cattle albupilosum, aka, you spell it, it looks like titty cow boob. My cow boob tarantula. I've not had coffee. I know you can only see half my face as well. That's because I don't want to be walking around like this to hurt my knees. And I need my knees, you know, for stuff. Right. Where can I put the Tilitli cattle? Oh, check this out, guys. Here, this is number one, the version number one of procrastination. Have you guys seen this? If you haven't seen this, this is something amazing. ProRep have brought out a DP projector. And if anybody's ever had a DP projector, you know what they actually look like. We'll give you another look now. Check that out. It's just your bog standard sort of. It's got a thinner mesh on the front there, and it's got your glass tube on the inside with the wire. So that's what obviously heats up in there. It gives off the best wavelengths of infrared. I think this is virtually exactly the same as a DP projector. It's just the reflector on the inside is a bit better to give it a much more sort of force fan. It's a bit bigger as well, so the bottom of it is a bit bigger. So that might mean that the actual space that it heats up is a lot bigger than what the DP projector would actually do. I can't wait to test that. I'm going to put that up against the infrared heat projector by Mega Ray and the deep heat projector by Arcadia, if Arcadia don't decide to sue me again. Every time I do a video about them, I get something through the post. Right, so that's that. Again, that was cool procrastination. If you haven't already done so, like the video. Where am I going to put the Tilitli cattle albupilosum? Do you know what? No, it won't fit there either. Ah, it will fit there though. Will it fit there? No, it won't fit there. Bollocks. Ah, hello salmon. Oh no, it's not salmon, it's called sparrow, isn't it? Let's show you sparrow. See, this is me just procrastinating constantly because I can't think of a place to put my actual Tilitli cattle albupilosum. Obviously, I've moved the lights on this one, but look at him down there. Loving life, as always. Scorpion, you can just see the claws directly down there. And then that guy just there. He's burrowed himself. It's cool. I only really did that because I've got a few invertebrate guys. Mark the spider guy, Scott's inverts, and a few others in the chat. Right, I need to figure that one out. Where can I put that one? Where can I put it? Do. Right, we're going to have to make some space. Screw it, I'm going to make some space. We'll go there. Oh, I found a bag of sphagnum moss. I didn't know I had that. Right, you can go there. Made space for it on the rack, the plant rack, all the way over there. That's not a plant rack anymore. Right, sorry dude, but I'm going to move you. I know you don't like me today, but I'm going to have to move you. That's the Tropical Factory UK enclosure. It's absolutely bloody awesome. I love it. Oh, no, please say you're going to fit. Yes. Sorry, I know you don't like being pushed around like that. Now we've got the awkward bit. We've got to try and get this out while he's still in there, without everything falling over, without the electrics going bang. And we've got to put it somewhere. And then I've got to move those two out. And then I've got to move the storage over. And then I've got to put the big one on there. Oh, I don't have any reptiles. 32 ant colonies. Ants on the rock. Vampire crabs, millipedes, beetles, scorpions. I'll tell you something I'm looking at doing with invertebrates. One of the, maybe that enclosure just there. So 45 exoterra. I'm looking at doing like an invertebrate communal. So a couple of different species of millipedes, and or I'm either going to do that, or I'm going to go down the lines of assassin bugs, do like a breeding project with assassin bugs. Scott's the one that's got me onto that one, because I see his videos and I'm like, oh, but then I think, how am I going to feed them? And when they've had loads of babies, I'd want to get the odd one or two out to sort of sell off and push off somewhere else, so I don't have a massive colony. And I'm going to have to put my hands in, and that sort of turns me off it a little bit. Again, we'll push that one nearer the time. Right, where am I going to put that? That's the big one at the minute. I have to make some space over here. Over here. No, I'm not. I'm just going to have to jiggle it. I'm a gigolo. Don't cut that. This is where we get to see my complicated electrics. It looks complicated, but it's really not. It's just a mess. It is just a mess. And I think this enclosure is actually really quite heavy. So I'll have to be careful on where I put it. Oh God, yes, it bit. Oh God, it's heavier than I imagined. Right, let's have a look at the electrics, if I can see the electrics. Sorry, Mooshu. Where are you, mate? Where are you? Make sure you're still in there. Oh, there you are. He's like, ah, what? Right. You watch, this is where I'm going to start blowing electrics and stuff. Just my luck, won't it? Right, so that is the UVB wires, or the UV lamp wires. This is please tell me his wires have just gone off, his light's just gone off, because that would be absolutely amazing. Yes, it has. Now I've just got to sort the heat out. Right, heat on this one is out there. Ah, yes, there. Straight into that. And then that one is there. Hold on a bloody second. What's happening here? What the freaking hell's happening here? So that one goes off to there. That one goes off to here. Ah, no, that's right. So let's have a look. So that is the heat source for this, and that is a thermostat for this. And where is the thermostat actually plugged in? Ah, yes, can I reach it from here? Can I reach it? I'm going to have to move him. Sorry, Mooshu. Mooshu's unplugged. For now, I've got to move him down and then plug him back in. I should have thought about that before I actually done it, because where am I going to put him? Move the toolbox. Right, this is what I would like to class as bloody heavy. So how the bloody hell am I going to do this? What I'll do, bring that down there, and then I can drop it straight on the toolbox, and then I can rearrange my step in position so I don't ruin it back when I try and put it somewhere else. How am I going to do it though? Because the back is flimsy. Ugh. Ugh. This is why I need friends. Right, how's that looking on the actual toolbox? Oh, dead centre. Sweet. Sorry, Mooshu. Right. How am I going to do this? Drop this. Can just go. It can't stay there. I'm going to have to put it down there. Sorry, I know I'm not talking much to you guys or interacting much. Oh. Oh. I'm stronger than I thought. 2 years ago, I couldn't lift that. You can clip that though. Right, move that there. Get that tucked away out the way. Sorry, Mushu. I know you're going crazy. Sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You'll be plugged in about half an hour when I get you on the table, bud. Actually, I can put that over by the table. Oh, Christ almighty. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Hold on a second. Crispy says dough. Wait till I've got to lift it back up. No, see, I've got tricks. I've got a car jack. If I can lift it onto the toolbox, then I can just car jack it straight up. That's the plan. Whether the plan actually pans out like that is a different story. Right, that's the light, the heat lamp for there. Now, believe it or not, these next two enclosures haven't had animals in for months, and they're still plugged in. They're still heated up. I don't know why. And if you watch my TikTok videos, you'll notice Charlie actually escaped from his old enclosure. He pushed the back out because it's only a flimsy back. So I just basically shoved the box in the back so he couldn't actually push it. And it worked. I'm not proud of it, but it worked. Right, in here we have got, I don't know what this cable's for, but it's not plugged into anything. Bonus. And this comes down, oh God. We have got a mass of wires. That's the thermostat probe. So where's the mains? There. And where's that plugged into? Plugged into there, and it goes round into that one. And this is good because I get to clean out the electrics as well. Right, so thermostat's there. I can get the thermostat probe out of there because that doesn't need to be in there anymore. And it's in theory, this should just lift up and put up there. Boom. That's how I end up with spare mini stat 100s. I love these ones because these have got really long cables on them. So we'll put that somewhere safe because that will come in useful for something eventually. I'm surprised the other animals aren't coming out and going, what the f are you doing? Diego is, but that's that. So there's that one. Now where's the heat mat cable for that one is there. Actually, I can just unplug these. Because again, this is a way I tried to save money back in the day. I connected both of these heat mats up on these two enclosures with exactly the same thermostat. I turned them both off. They both got to exactly the same temperature off. They were both the same wattage, and then I thermostated one, turned them both on. They both heated up at the same time. And they stayed at the same temperature, which is ideal for what I wanted. But again, don't do it. Right. That's this one done. Move that up here with that. And in here, to make it lighter, I'm going to get the decor out because there is a lot of decor. And there's even a piece of rock. Not the kind of rock you get at Blackpool, just a rock. Isn't that right, Moochie? Whew. Right. Hides could go down here. And the next one up there. I must literally have about 6 or 7 microstat 100s around somewhere. Yeah. So that's that one done and dusted. And get the lock off it, so I'll keep that. Something's just stung me in the finger. Oh God, it's proper swelling up. Interesting. I wonder what that was. Right, that one needs to come out and go. I'll move this out of the way. I've sort of realised and planned how I'm going to do this to an extent, sort of make it up as I go along. But now I'm just sat there thinking, right, well, when these enclosures come out, where are they going to go? I don't know. Like, I might reuse that bottom one though, because that's still in good condition. This top one's not, it's got no floor. Again, little trick of the trade. Just cover it in floor liner, it'll be okay. No, don't do that. Don't do me. Right. Move that out of the way. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I haven't even measured to see if this will fit, to be fair. No, not procrastinating anymore. I'll put that one, just, no, I can't put it up there because then I won't be able to get that one down. Alright, it's going over there. Oh God. Oh, they're stuck together. Why are they stuck together? Oh, at the front. So what I did was, if you see how they're both the same colour? You see the top of that one's actually black. I just painted them, and the paint's actually sealed the front together, so I've got to try and break the seal off it. But if I put too much pressure on it, there we go, then this black enclosure might actually fall apart. One day I might show you it, but it'll be down the tip a bit later, so maybe not. Why is that? No, I just jammed it in place. Oh, there's that one done. Where's this next one? Please tell me this next one's just that and that, no, nothing else. Whee! So I've got a 3-foot enclosure left that I don't know what to do with. Stick your suggestions in the comments down below. I've got a 4-foot enclosure just there, which is just full of plants. And this 3-foot, I am actually tempted to keep it. I'm going to put it into place and see how it actually looks. Because the only issue I've got is this 3-foot is going to be underneath the big bioactive 3-foot. I know what I meant. But that big one on the top is going to be really heavy. So I'm either going to have to like strengthen this one to take the weight, or just scrap this one off altogether. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I don't want it, I will outright say I don't want an animal in there, as in a pet animal. But I can use it for like plants or culturing isopods or something. That's the plan anyway. Whether the plan actually works out like that is a different matter altogether. Right, let's get this one. Oh. God, I really am stronger than what I used to be. And down there is a mess. One hell of a mess. What's that there? When you come to your plugs and you realise there's a plug unplugged and you don't know what it's for. Am I the only person that's like, the proper man mentality is just plug it in and see what it does? Alright, let's have a look, see where it goes. I think it's for the one of the UV lamps. Boom, it is. Yay. Right, what should I do with that then? Right, well, at least I know what it's for now, so I can play around with that a bit later. That can go there. So I've got that many plugs here that are just plugged in, and I don't know what they're actually for. That's the UV light there. That's the UV light down there. That's the heat. That's the extension cable. Oh God. Right. I need to clean up that mess. Where's my dustpan and brush? I'll show you the mess actually when I got my dustpan and brush. Because when Charlie, the Royal Python, actually escaped his enclosure, he took a load of the aspen out with him, and yeah, it's a bit dirty down there. But yeah, this is, what do you want, mate? Oh, don't give me that black beard. Don't do it. No, no, no. This is what a strange man that doesn't really have much in his life going for him does every day. Has an argument with a bearded dragon. What's up, mate? What's up? What's up? Hi. Say hello, everybody. I'm Blackbeard. Do you know what? He's just a little punk. He just wants food. That's all he wants. And he ain't going to get it just yet because I'm busy, mate. I'm busy. I'm going to have to go get him some food, aren't I? Just because I'm whipped. No, you can wait because I've got to do this. I've got a dustpan and brush, mate. Maybe he just wants a little hairbrush with his little hairbrush. Yes, guys, I don't need you to point it out. I know I'm a bit special. Right. I'm surprised there's not more dirt down here, to be totally honest. Right, that's that bit. Oh God, there's more there than I thought. Ah, where have you been back on, there it is. Right, nearly done here, so I can start building it back up again. But I want to have a little thought about the electrics, because I want to make the electrics a bit more easily accessible while I'm in this situation. While I'm here, I can do that, so let's have a think. This new enclosure that I've got is going to be 1, 2, 3 plug sockets. Well, that's not too bad compared to my normal ones. Oh, I'm quite chuffed with that. So I need 3 plug sockets. Right, they are going to be on timer. They're all going to be on a timer. So, and that one there is on a timer anyway, so I can just plug them in. There's 3 plugs already down there, so that's a bonus. The only issue I have with that is if I do plug in the little 3-foot for any reason, then it won't actually have any electric to it because I'll be using all the plugs. Is that a problem? Not really. Or is it a problem? I don't know. I don't know. But that's my mentality of it. Have I got a hole on the back of this which I can use? Oh, yes I have. So, toolbox and hammer, because I'm a man and that's the only way we fix things. There we go. So, hammer down here. See, if you're a female, and you've got a man, ask him, do you know where the hammer is? He'll always know where the hammer is. Ask him, do you know where the washing up liquid is? Oh. That's when you see them turn into real zombies. Right, so that's there. How much cable have I got there? None. Right. Do you know what I'm actually going to do? Leave that down there. Because if I put those 2 racks down there, that could go in the middle. But a tape measure, I need my tape measure to measure this up. Otherwise I'll balls it up. My tape measure's not. Well, that just blew my theory out of the water. My tape measure's not in my toolbox. Where is it? It's always up there. Where's my tape measure? Right. I'm going to have to do this the man way. Right, it's about that big. Times 2 makes it that big. The enclosure's that big, so it won't work. Right, there we go. Let's get the storage over, and then we can work on the plug socket. What I was trying to do there was, if you have a look down there, see the extension cable? Well, I wanted to either pin that up on the wall. I'll take you up off the stand actually, because it'll just be easier to explain. Because I've got that extension cable just there bolted to the wall. It's not bolted to the wall, it's just sort of hanging on there, so I can easily get to it through a little gap sort of here. Obviously the plug's down there on a timer down into that one there. Do I want that up on the wall where I can easily get to it somehow, or do I want it in the middle on the floor between the 2 storage units that are going under there? That's what we shall find out. So I'm going to go get the storage. This is where you're going to hear me making some random noises like while I'm trying to lift. Then again, I've surprised myself a few times today already with the lifting. I seem to be a lot stronger than I thought. Right. Oh crap, didn't expect that. Right. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh. See, I'm already making those funky noises. Right, then this one goes like that. Don't know if it'll work the way I wanted it to. Boom. Nope, that's not gonna. Oh no, that's not gonna work. I can't move that enclosure over anymore. Ah no. Okay, I need my tape measure now. I'm gonna have to be a man and find it. Typical. That's the problem when you're building enclosures and stuff. Things get misplaced. Most likely my sanity. I'll show you what I mean. So I was hoping to have two of those units next to each other, and it just won't fit. So that screwed that. What am I going to do? Will it go right the way back to the wall and fit behind that? Oh, no. Just out. But then will that closure move over a little bit? I've got an inch. An inch is all it takes. I need to tape measure though. I definitely need a tape measure. Failing that. No. Oh, Diego's gone quiet now. No, I can't procrastinate. I'm trying to find a tape measure. I did have a tape measure. Where did I put it? This is my idea of cleaning up. I'll put this there, I'll put that there, and before I know it's gone. Let's check the toolbox again. There it is. I've got a big dubia colony that I'm building for a future video, and it was sat on top of there because I was measuring that. So the big enclosure is 34 inches. So it's not even it's nearly 3 foot. And that, yeah. So screwed. How much have I got there? So 18 inches. What's that? Ah, I'm 1.5 inches off. Right. Bollocks. How deep is that enclosure actually? 19. I don't even think it's going to fit on. No, it's not. That's that plan well and truly out the water. Cheers for the super chat, Scott. Scott's Invert. Scott's Invert, again, if you don't know him, he's he's my best mate. He's got his YouTube channel to do with all things invertebrate related. He's even dropping some reptile stuff on there as well. So it's definitely worth a view. And he's got some good stuff on there as well. Some nice little bioactive enclosures. I've got my eye on a few of the plants that he's got, which I keep trying to wanting to steal. But how's this going to work? Because I might have to do a different plan besides that storage now, because it's not going to work. I mean, I can use just one, and then cut the top off one of these enclosures and put it on. Let's have a look at this enclosure. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one I'm working with. So that is 36. Ooh, that might work. How deep is that? No, it won't work. What about if I do them side by side, but I won't be able to use them as storage then? It'll just be like a stand. I don't want a stand. What shall I do, guys? My problem, right, I'll explain the problem. So I've got that unit there. I was going to put two together and then sit the enclosures on top. The two together don't fit in that gap, and the enclosure that's going on top of there is too deep to actually go on them. So I'm going to have to get them out of the way. I don't really want Mushu on the floor because it's cold coming up. What shall I do with a drunken sailor? Let's have a think. Are you having a think for me as well, Diego? He's just sat there chilling, looking at me going, what? There we go. It's not a vape, it's my stress reliever, my thinking tool. That and coffee. Copious amounts of coffee. This is what you should measure before you actually do your job, because you need to figure it out. I mean, I can spin those round sideways, but then I won't be able to physically get in them which I was kind of hoping to have that as storage, because it's storage at the minute for kids' toys. But then I can spin them around and get other storage for the kids' toys. Let's measure that and see if that'll work. So, if I spin it around, it will be 16 inch plus so that's 32 in total. And that'll leave me a little bit of gap in the middle for storing thin stuff, like bits of wood and stuff. So that could do it. I could work like that. What does it look like though? Oh crap! There we go. That's not too bad, to be fair. I mean, I can get it right down to the back wall. Let's get the other one in and have a look and see what that looks like. Oh, cool. Because I could always do like a rock effect over the front of this. That's a good idea. I mean, they'll need a lick of paint, but it's doable. Let's check the width of this and get it measured up properly. 34. I mean, it's doable. I won't be able to get in the drawers, but I don't know, how deep is it? Because how deep was that enclosure? "19 inches. And how deep is that? Yay! So it'll fit perfectly on there. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. But I'm going to have to get them back out again now, so that I can empty them, because they've got stuff in them. Then I can drop. So how tall was this enclosure? So you think all this effort I'm doing right now, I mean, I don't know how far into the stream we actually are, 37 minutes so far. I mean, it's going to be over an hour, I would imagine. And this is all for a 3-second clip inside the big video, the big build video that I'm doing for this enclosure. I don't know how to title this enclosure, because I want it to be searchable so people can search for it and see it that way. Do I just do like a tree lizard enclosure? I don't know. What was I doing? How tall is this enclosure? Right. 3 foot. So it's going to sit that high. Do I like it sitting that high? That's the question. Or do I want to put it underneath an enclosure and have it... Oh, yes, right. So, right, I'm going to put one of the enclosures back either on top of this or, yeah, on top of it. So it's going to sit up sort of this high. But what do I put inside it? So I'll leave you guys to have a play around and see what you... What shall I put inside a 18-inch tall enclosure? 18-inch tall, 3 foot wide enclosure on top of the big Callet's versicolor enclosure. Should be interesting to see what you come up with. But like I said, I'm not a fan of another animal because I just don't have the time. But if I've got an animal that doesn't take much time and it's only small, and I can really push for a lot of care towards. So if I can get like a hognose snake inside a 3 foot enclosure and make it purely naturalistic towards a hognose snake, that could be an idea. But I don't particularly want to do that. So I can do like, I don't know, invertebrate related. A UK native setup. Yeah, I could do that. But in the UK, we're an extremely wet country, and it's a wooden enclosure with a thin backing. So I don't really want to be doing that too much. Something fairly dry, I could do it, add some heat into it somehow, and like I do with this big enclosure just here, I'll show you. This enclosure, see me isopod cultures down there? I can do that, but do them a lot bigger, and even add in like baby dubia roaches, because we're doing a big dubia roach breeding thing. That's possibly one of my next videos after that one comes out. So I've got a video coming out tonight which is to do with plants and how to prepare your plants for the enclosures, where you can buy the cheaper plants and all that sort of stuff. And then the one after that will be the big build video for this. Now I don't know whether to do a reveal video and then show the build video. I don't know. But I've got some editing still to do on that, and it's still not complete. I've still got to do the drainage layer, the substrate, the planting, the lighting, the heating, the thermostats, the electrics. Oh. It's already took me over 100 hours to get it to where it is now. Have you guys seen it yet? There's 22 people in the chat, so I'll move the light around so you'll be able to see it a bit better. Because I've got my big studio light, and I'll bring you over and show you it. It's like a live stream exclusive, so to speak. Because I'm quite chuffed with it, to be fair. Now there is a plant in there. Don't worry too much about that. I put that plant in there. Boof! There we go. So we've got 3 foot wide, 3 foot tall, 2 foot deep. Big Viv Exotics enclosure. And yeah, now that plant, don't worry about that. That's still in its pot. I'll just put that there. You'll notice I do that in tonight's video. But I like it. I mean, I've got some touching up to do. You can see some little white speckles still around there and down there. So I've got some touching up to do on the background. I've got the 3 other planters in, maybe 4, because there's one down there which I forgot about. I've got to stick all the plants in there. I've got loads of plants. I've got some plants in there which I'm going to be using. And the shoes even got a big philodendron down there which I'll be using. I've got some weeping dews that I'm going to be using. I've just got loads of plants that will go in there. Because I really want to do an enclosure just like... Has anyone ever seen John's rainforest room? I think that's the name of his YouTube channel. He's got some amazing heavily planted enclosures, and I've just not got a heavily planted enclosure. I mean, that one is, but that's just grown in massively. I mean, it took a year to grow up. Can you imagine? That enclosure was built a year ago. I put 5 morning geckos in there, and I counted 26 in there yesterday. And I'm like, I've only managed to actually save 3 out of there. So where are they laying their eggs? I just need to stop procrastinating. Right, I've got to empty these drawers out. I've got to try and find places for more stuff. If you're here, hit the thumbs up button. There's 22 in the chat, and there's 10 thumbs up buttons. Hit it, hit it. Do it, do it. Halloween, just say I'm scary because of Halloween, even though I actually generally do look scary because I'm a bit me. It looks so bare, this wall, doesn't it? I need to put some art or something up there. Right. Oh, right. Kids' games in these. That's all there is. Right. Sorry, Mushu. Oh, it's going to be a shame not being able to use these as storage. I do like these. Oh, right. There's the first one done. Just like board games. I found some Laser Quest weapons. Laser tag. So you can tell I'm going to be using them. And I'm going to be having loads of fun with them later. When I pick him up from school. Right. Now this one, oh, I've got loads in this one. What's that? It's amazing how you find the toys and you think, God, he hasn't played with that since last Christmas. Get that out, get that out. I need to find loads of places for loads of toys as well as everything else. Right, I think that's all the toys out of there. Get that back in. Right, now the measurements. Ooh. 34. Let's get it on the back. I need to move that over. Not that much. I'll move that one over. Right, so that one's done. Actually, that's wrong. Why is that wrong? What's happened? Move this one right way over to there. and I can move this one there. Measure that, get that level. Front to back, a bit more, and a bit more, only a tad. I thought this was going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be very easy. 34. Yay! So now, let me show you this. So I've got them level, exactly where I want them to go. I've got the electrics just down there, which I'm going to actually look at figuring out another way to do that. Maybe. Will it fit in the middle there? No, that won't fit there either. I can stay there. And I turned around to sort of, right, it's time to get the big enclosure in place. So no, it's time to move all this crap, then try and get the big enclosure in place. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Like I said, this is all just solely for a 3-second clip that I need for the big major video. So, right, let's move this light out of the way so I can move. Right. Oh wait there, I know what I can do. Oh, I'll move that around so we can see each other again. There we go. The area that I pulled those drawers out of is now free. Ha! So I can move the toys over there. That's what I'll do. And then that'll free up that big enclosure to get moved over, hopefully. If Mooshu's not in the way, I may need to move Mooshu. Which will be a game and a half because this big enclosure is heavy as heck. So I may just actually utilise Mooshu's enclosure to rest it on while I'm moving it. I think it's time for us to start doing some collaborations on this channel. Let me know who you fancy having a collaboration with. Oh. There we go. Right, there. Just going to give this a brush off the top here. There we go. Oh, wait there. How am I going to do that? I've just thought I unplugged the Morning Gecko's heat source. So how the friggin' hell am I going to do that? Well, the temperature's nice and warm in here anyway, so they don't need the heat today. But they will do. So when I've connected that up. Where is their plug? Up there. Ah! All the toys that I've just put over there just fell off. So, big enclosure time. Let's move that ficus into here. Just up there. And, oh, this is going to be... No, Diego, this is the worst possible time that you can help, so don't try. He's there up at the glass code. Right then. Oh shit. Right then. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Move all the electrics off the top of this enclosure because I have a feeling I'll end up having to use the top of this enclosure as a balancing bracket. Get the brush off the top. So if I get it down onto there, spin it round onto there, then spin it round onto there. This is going to go proper tits up. So if it does, and you find yourself chuckling or going, look at him, hit the thumbs up button. Right, so, oh God. Oh, yes, I'm going to get my table back after doing this. Right, how am I going to do this? Oh yeah, straight round. Oh, I can't see the enclosures on that side and I'm bumping into them. Oh God, this is heavy as heck. Oh, oh crap. Right, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Against the wall. Oh, oh Christ almighty. Get him. Oh. 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 Oh, that looks nice. That'll look well nice when it's got the light in. Whew. Is it stable? Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Oh God, so I've actually got daylight coming through my window now. Our big enclosure's been on the table for God knows how long. And I've actually got, God, the cheese plant's grown loads, so that's been behind it. I mean, you've got to think that's been up there now for nearly 3 weeks while I've been working on it. Whew. So in there, I can't put this little enclosure on the top just yet. Or do I even want to? Yeah, no, I've got to do it. So I've got to put this little enclosure up there, but I've also got to do all the electrics. But I was going to do the hot side over this side. If I do it over that side, no, because if I do it this side, then it won't be glaring at the camera. And I've already put the basking spot just there. I'm chuffed with that. That's turned out quite well. I need to do some work on the stand at the bottom that I've just made, but it looks like there isn't a problem in theory. Oh, right, so. Oh, no, wait, I've still got to lift Mooshu back up onto the table. Entertaining, let's just say that. So, I've got table space. Woo! Ha! Move that cable out of the way. It's done. I love that. It's great. Still got to get that enclosure up there just to keep it out of the way for now. Then put Mooshu somewhere and get him plugged in because he's going to need to be plugged in, obviously. Mooshu, you've got the... Yeah, you've got the thermostat there. So Mooshu can just go up on the table for now. This enclosure goes up there, which I'll do that now. Come on. Oh God, I'm going to have to proper lift it up. But I suppose I can get the core out of there. Sorry, Mooshu. Right. So basically today, hopefully, I'm going to be able to get this one, get the substrate layers in and start planting it. Hopefully, I can start with some of the heating and the lighting that goes in there. Because ideally, I want to get the lighting in as the plants are in, so the plants have got some light because it's really dark in there at the minute. I don't know. Let's put this enclosure up there first and just see what it looks like. Where's that other one? There. 3, 2, 1. Ah, my hand! I don't know. Let's have a look. Obviously, colour code the whole lot together. I don't know. Maybe move Diego over as well. What are you looking at, mate? But it'll do up there for now. For now. Oh, I don't know whether I like that, to be honest. Let's have a look at it from the other side of the room. Because the normal camera angle is there. That's not too bad. If I move Diego's enclosure over a bit just to close that gap, and then the same with the plant one at the top. And it's obviously all going to be lit up and everything like that. It's coming together. It's definitely coming together. I love the fact of giving these animals bigger spaces. But I've got to move that enclosure out of the way. This one's Mushu, which I've got to plug in and find somewhere for that. And the more space I'm giving to the animals, the less storage space I've actually got. So I'm going to have to try and think of some fun, sort of unique-y, storage-y sort of ideas. And ones where I can actually keep on top of everything, because the amount of work that goes into this reptile room, or that goes on in this reptile room, is absolutely phenomenal. I am absolutely dreading moving that plant enclosure and Diego out of the way so that I could put Diego's new enclosure in there if Diego gets the 4 foot 422 that I've got. Whew. Right. So I've got a plug over there, and he needs 2 plugs. Crap. If I put him there, then I've got nowhere to put all that stuff then. So yeah, we've just got loads of bits and pieces to do now. Clear the table off, which is easy to do. I'm quite chuffed with that. It's gonna look nice when it's got all the UV lighting in there. I still need to buy some LED lighting to go in there, some LED plant lights. I've got the UV light. Will that fit? But I think it might be too big though. I really hope it's not. I got this with an enclosure. Stop bobbing your head at me, you donk. And it's too big. But will it go in sideways? No. Bollocks. There's another 80 quid I've got to spend out on a UV light to go in there. I can use a TA. I've got loads of TAs kicking around, but I really wanted the eco unit. So that's a trip to Cheshire Reptile Rescues, or Swile Reptile, that I'm going to have to do to sort that out. Oh, that's proper annoyed me, that has. But I can use that for something else. Maybe there, maybe there. I've got to be careful because I've got a heat lamp coming up in this as well, so. Oh well. There's no real way I can actually do that either. Or have I got one? Have I got one of these kicking around? No. I've got loads of lamps, but I've not got the actual unit. I don't think. What? Every time I shine the camera on him, he just stops bobbing his head. Are you annoyed at me? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Are you annoyed at me? Are you annoyed at me? What's up? Is it because I'm not giving you the attention, dude? Huh. He's a donk. Oh. Oh. Right then. Clear the table. I got myself a load of cork bark tubes for this big enclosure, but I've only used like one. I just chopped one up into loads of pieces, and I've got loads left. I've even got a big massive slab of cork bark, and I've got no use for that. But I suppose I could always do something in there, like create a ledge or something, but it would just look unnatural, and that's what I'm going for, because I've still got all the vines to add in there. What's up with you? He's going crazy. Stop, no. Arguing with a bearded dragon that's bobbing his head at me. You donk. As soon as I open the enclosure, he's just going to cheer up, so I'm just going to leave him to it. What was I doing? Clearing the table for Mushu to come up here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking about, we've had a massive shortage of cleanup crew in the UK. So if I can bring my own cleanup crew, then I've got a backup. Because I've run out of my springtails. I've got me isopod culturing quite nicely, but that's about it. I'm like, I could do with different ones. Oh, wait, what's that? I've just got loads of cleaning little bits and bobs to do over there now before I move Mushu over onto the table. And then I've got to clean up the mess that I've already cleaned up, because I'm just chucking it on the chair. I am such a man. What's in this? Ah, that's all the electrics for that. So I'll keep that nice and safe. I need to redesign my stickers. I've got loads of stickers, but I don't like them. Is anyone actually really good at designing? Drop me a DM on Instagram. There's a couple of design bits I need. I need t-shirts designs, and I need sticker designs. Obviously, it's not a massively urgent thing. I'm in no rush, partly because I don't have the money. Right. Move all them. Yeah, I'm definitely, now that I've got this all moved around, I'm going to tip this enclosure later. Take it down the tip, and then stop bobbing. I'll feed you in a bit, mate. Yeah, so I'll tip this later, and then that'll give me a clear space to actually start clearing up and organising. That'll be nice if I can actually have an organised reptile room. We all know for a fact it's only going to be organised for a week. Not even a week. As soon as I come in to do one feed, that's it. Right. Now, where's my dustpan? I've got to brush the table off. So now when you see me on camera and I've got this sort of this back angle, just know Moochie will be sat there watching me, because that's where he's going to go. Right, how am I going to do this? This is the whole pit that everyone's been waiting for, trying to lift Moochie back up onto his enclosure. Right, got my toolbox. How am I going to do this? So the idea is to basically just lift him onto a toolbox. I'll move it so you can actually see, because we all know people want to laugh at me. I've got the enclosure just there, and I've got to move it up to there, but it's bloody heavy. So how am I going to... And it's awkward as well, because I can't get my arms around it. Plus this gets in the way. Let's have a look. Move that out of the way, move that out of the way. I might just be able to go straight up, actually. That's the plan. Let's give it a go. Oh, wait there. Sorry, Mushu. I need a timer. There's a timer. Right, so I've got a timer for the... Hold on. I'm going to have to go out and buy another timer for the heat lamp, because I don't think I've got another spare one kicking around, unless I can rob one off a fogger, which is probably what I'll do. Right, Moochie, this is the last time you're going to get moved for a few weeks, okay? Oh, sorry. Well, then again, this big enclosure might go better up there, because that'll be able to store the taller plants in it, because it's taller. I have too many ideas. Right. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Oh, God, my eyeball's going to pop out. You okay, mate? I know you're going crazy. Sorry. Oh, Christ almighty. So, now I've just got to plug them in and actually organise all the wires first. So I've got, that goes into there. All the wires are just tangled up. That one is the plug, and this one goes down over there, which means some tangle them. So that is the heat lamp. Where's the thermostat probe? There's a sensor cable. That's already plugged in. So that's the thermostat, which goes like that. Thermostat plug goes in the thermostat. So that plug goes in the wall, and the other plug goes in the wall. Where's that timer? Just there. I'll set that for 12. What time is it? Anyone know what the time is? It'll come on at 7:30. And do you know these clicky timers? They're just constantly going around, click, 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 very, very faintly. You try having 30 of these in a reptile room, and that clicking noise becomes very annoying very quickly. Right, 12 hours on, 12 hours on. Plug it into the UV for now, because today, in a few minutes, I'll run out and grab another timer for him. Right, let's get down here. I'm going to have to unplug my lights. Hold on a second, I know what I can do. Have I got one? Where is it? I've already had it in my hands. Boom! Yes. So I've got one of these adapters, which are 1, 2, it's a 1 plug. So I can plug that into the timer, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and have the heat and the UV on the same one. And I only use 1 plug then. Woo! I'm sure there will be a problem arise about that, but until that problem arises, I don't know what it is. Oh wait, that's the problem. So the problem is that piece sticks out, so the plug can't go all the way in. Is there another timer that's thinner than that I can swap them? Up there. Oh, I've got a little timer. Where's the little ones? It's not over there. I've got a little one over here. Boom! That might work. Why is that not plugging in? Oh, what's happening here? Ah, damn it. Oh, wait there. I can go with that one down to there, and then move this one to there. Now, in theory, all the lights should come on now, or not. Why is it not? Oh, yay! So now I've got a small lamp there, which is already set 12 hours on, 12 hours on. Will it fit? Will it fit? Oh, ingenuity, or just lack of stupidness, one or the other. Right. So I need to get all this down here, along with this down here, and then this plug can go. Boom! Yay! Here you are, buddy. You happy now? Well, you're not happy, obviously, you can move around, but it'll do for now. Oh no, it won't. I just pulled it. What the? Have I just pulled the plug out? I have. Huh. Right, what I'll do then, in that case, come on, stupid thing. Boom! And then get this one plugged into there. Boom! Yay! Moving backwards. Nope, that bit didn't work. Don't know what all that is, but I know, mate, sorry. How many times have I said sorry to the reptiles today? Sorted. Sorted. Right, let's show you. There's Mushu. Temporary. I won't be able to have my Northern Exotic sticker on this new enclosure. I'll have to find a new one to go up there. So yeah, that's just over there temporary while I finish setting up his big enclosure, which is just there. I've got loads of stuff left to do in there. I don't know if that's going to stay up there. That enclosure is going to go down the tip because I don't need it. I don't want it. It's just cluttering up the space. Which, to be fair, so is that one up there. But I just can't bring myself to getting rid of a perfectly good enclosure. So what I might do with that is do a big enclosure build and then give it away, maybe. It's an option. If that's something you're interested in and you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Why not? Oh, I need to sit down for a second. I'll drop you down. Oh, wait there. Why is the LEDs on that off? Oh. You never guess what I've just realised. I don't believe that. Remember I was complaining. If you have been here since the start, you'll remember I complained that this wasn't that bright. There you go. See, it's not that bright, is it? Well, look. So it literally adjusts itself. I mean, it's still not that colour. Do you know what I mean? It's not that colour at all. But you live and learn. Oh, right. Drop you down there while I think about what I've got to do next. It's weird having this much space in the reptile room now. Let's have a move you. Now that you're not in the way, I can move you around to there, maybe, if you're fit. Oh, it's coming together. I've got to close up this gap that's just there, or come up with some idea for that. But I can do that after it's all wired up and stuff. Because I've got to do all the wiring on that, but I've got to be able to get behind the back to be able to thread the wires and stuff like that. That's really quite amusing. I'll get on with that. And then I've got to go through and absolutely blitz this place. I've got half-used cans of expanding foam everywhere. I've got just loads of equipment that I don't use or don't need. So there might be a giveaway with all that. Who knows? Mushu's enclosure's open. There we go. Oh, he sat on the basking spot. Now, here you go. I'll give you another little bit of advice or tip. If you get your camera and just set it onto video and you shine it at your animal's enclosure, not just the enclosure, but open the glass up and have a go. So I'll show you what I mean. We'll look at this one. So can you see how it's flickering? It's flickering quite quick to the point where you can barely notice it. If you do it on, see how that one there is much more noticeable. That's because this has a magnetic ballast. That's that box there, basically. It's got that. Whereas this one is an electronic built-in ballast. The question you need to ask yourself is, can the reptiles see that flickering? Who knows? I don't think anybody's ever actually going to know that fully. God, my throat started to hurt with all the talking. It's not like me to talk so much. Yeah, right. Ha. So, I've got that to sort out. What am I going to do to that? So, the next job for me on that is drainage layer, substrate, start planting it, and then start with the electrics. And fingers crossed, if I can get the UV light in there. Oh, then again, I haven't got the UV light because that's there. So I'm going to have to shoot out and get the UV from Cheshire Reptile Rescue. Yeah, so I'll go out and get the UV instead today. I don't really want to plant it. Then again, I suppose I could put the substrate in and start lacing it with cleanup crew and then put the glass in, just to sort of keep it there, sort of thing. It's an idea. I could do that now. What else? I can do fit the heat source and the thermostat. I've got all that. Yeah, I've got. Have I got a halogen lamp? No. So I can just use a heat bulb. Yeah. So I'll do that. No, because then that's going to look weird on the main video because it'll be jumping backwards and forwards. So the best thing to do is just go out and get the UV lamp, I think. Oh God, I'm shattered. But I've got a load of cleaning to do now, so I'm going to crack on with that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I love you all. Peace out.